following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
Brandon, can you put the pen in the loop provided for the pen, please?
Not on your sleeve.
And not up your sleeve or in your beard or in your nose or up your ass or whatever the fuck else you want to do.
Because Tom's not here.
No, true.
Yes, he
He is not here. He felt judged.
No, I'm feeling judged.
You are!
I'm not so much judging you, it's just evaluating you harshly.
That's good, that's good. It shows you're paying attention.
I'm sure you're paying attention during your game.
It's your games where he fucks the dogs.
She was hot.
Yeah?
I'd have that.
Borf bork.
Bork, bork, feed me pigs. No, that's a ham flute. It's a little
So
different.
has anybody got anything else they'd like to reasonably do? Because this guy's out for basically another turn. So instead of making you roll initiative now, I'm basically giving you guys another free...
Throw more grenades onto his crippled, bloated corpse.
Yeah?
I mean, if we're allowed to just throw more grenades, and I don't intend to move, I could throw two.
But you don't have to make an attack check if you throw it into the area. But if you throw it onto him, it sticks and bypasses shields.
Is that how it works?
That's how it works with the scorpion gun. Because you're not throwing grenades fast enough for the shields to trigger. So if it hits
No,
him,
usually it's the explosion. That,
if it hits him, then it would be on him and therefore inside the shield.
So I'm... Seeing as you've just let us... I'm just
only because he rolled the thing, so he's basically stunned for a round, so it just makes sense for you guys to go freeform for another round and just...
I'm gonna plunge
Yeah,
around.
grenades on everyone!
I'm gonna plunge around to my box of porn and stuff and come up with two grenades and...
In your move action, could you get over there and set a large amount of hull-breaching explosives?
I could.
And then detonate them, sacrificing yourself for all of us.
Oh, yeah, sure. Or I'll just throw two shrapnel grenades.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
It's enough explosives to level
all the shrapnel
whole thing.
around for when Tiala hits singularity.
Yeah. So I guess I'll give you two rolls, even though...
No, you don't get it. Lacenthe is so fucking OP. We're going to need this.
And it's just some strength on. 16 on the first throw.
How many times do I get to use this?
And 15 on the second throw.
I think
Can you
grenade
maybe-
powers are your wisdom
First one
modifier
was
limit,
enough,
but
the second one
all that matters is
So
that
we
your
land
cooldown
in the
between
area. How do
throws.
we...
usually
place
make
that?
a D6
I can use it another time.
roll, and then
I've got enough grenades.
you determine...
Hang on.
Yes! That's what's going in.
It
Do
falls
it.
based- Actually, that's what I do, I think, in it
Yeah.
fails. I make a D6 roll.
Because he's prone still in the air, and then he still has to fall down.
It
I
falls
only
short
have this
them to
kind
the
of
left.
grenade.
But that's still within 35 feet.
Because my lift grenade's part of my...
No, because it misses
Oh,
them, so...
okay.
Is it still in the radius?
That's what I was asking.
Yeah,
about.
that's what I was saying.
It's just out of the radius.
That's why you don't
fine.
throw it at him. You don't need an attack check to throw it within a close range of your strength modifier.
Well, I'm
Throw it at the
sure.
vertex.
But it is going to dump a bunch of shrapnel on that area, so...
Yeah. 66 plus 12. 5.
Just reserve your free action to throw me a ammo clip.
He already has.
Yeah,
We got
Earlier,
the
he did it in gesture form.
I guess I should mention it for the recording.
Sorry, I mean, he was like...
Oh, no, stop that!
What the fuck was that?
You don't want to know! You really don't! Show him.
He asked.
What's really sad is I have in fact seen that before we watched it.
Yeah. I could tell from the way you reacted as soon as you saw it on the wheel. As soon as they conked round to us, you were like, oh no!
Just pretentious art faggotry and leave it.
36 damage.
6 damage.
What? does my grenade do 1d6? Unless that's
not
in
a
addition to
shred
grenade
grenade.
damage, which it doesn't seem to be.
How many grenades can I usually carry? Because that'll be like jammed in the box.
Usually you can carry 3 grenades.
And I have 2
Throw my
upgrades.
grenade.
I
Which is
think
a
you picked
grenade.
up an advantage on one of your
Grenade,
powers
okay.
that was one more, so you probably
Yeah.
got 4.
And then I've got grenade expert, so I have another.
So 16 and just strength,
That's
isn't
enough
it?
5, so I have 3.
You got enough on the dice.
All right.
Well, he's not exactly dodging here.
No. And that's 2d6. So 2d6. He's 10 feet in the air.
Oh, that negates his prone bonus for...
10 feet in the air and remains in the air for 1 action. Losing first action of their next round.
He's already doing that.
Yeah.
You're just chaining it. This is...
9.
Have I got a stun technique? I
9.
need to take stun dart or something. We can just
Chain.
chain stun bosses.
That's because
I actually need to get that disruptor ammo power and start ranking that up because it's the one I wanted.
He's 10 feet up now.
He's losing
He's
another
stunned
action.
for another action.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't.
So is that no? He's got no actions, correct? It's like
It's his first action.
First
Yeah,
action.
first, yeah. So he's in the air. I can only only throw a grenade. I can't do a stasis, can I?
He did 2 actions.
I could stasis him and hold him
if
there.
you haven't moved, you can get second action.
That wouldn't do anything. Well, he's
No.
already debilitated in the air.
Wait for him to drop and then...
Then,
Yeah. He gets back up and he's like, right, you little fuck shits.
Because it holds him for 3 actions.
Yeah, wait for him to get back
Yep.
up, then do it. Remember, you don't roll stasis, see, there's no 2s.
I know. That's why I don't use barrier anymore.
Don't do not use Barry. For all we know, he's fucking biotic too, but cheap shit. Not that that gets him anything right now, because it's off. Throws another grenade.
Is that actually your action?
Wait, now he's in 2 feet there. There's no penalty for me shooting him.
He's got the high ground. Wait, but he doesn't have ground. Never mind.
he's got the high.
He's got the high.
What's worse, that's almost like shooting straight at him because
Yeah. I will, in fact, since I am right behind Zalu and he's providing me cover. I'll just use him as a brace,
Okay.
I'll take this.
and I will.
Audio dampening on.
Rules are not allowed. Come on, that was barely a roll. I saw you sliding around in there. Get in there. Natural 1. That happens. Wait. Hang on. Because I aimed and shot, and the
Yeah.
scope on this thing counts it as a sniper rifle. I can re-roll because it was a fail.
Oh, is that one of your
It's
Yeah.
one of the things, the many, 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 many things I
one of your
have
you
feats?
keep forgetting.
that I keep forgetting to use.
Is it once per encounter you can
Yes,
re-roll that?
but I have to be aiming, and it has to count as a sniper rifle, which it does,
Which it does,
because
yeah.
of the scope. I choose to use that now. That's an 18 on the dice. Could have
You've
been.
already hit him.
If it was one more, it would have been a crit because the critical threat range is dropped as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't need to calculate the rest then. So I just need to do the damage, and the damage on this is and I look up here. It's 4d10. That's what an auto 4 does, right? You roll the damage dice 4 times.
Yes.
I do. I was fairly confident of that, but I just wanted to clarify. So I will use. I'm going to have to use some percentile dice, but I'll just use the first character in them.
Is it SA4? Is that the
No, it's auto 4.
Auto 4, okay.
This sniper is automatic.
It's not a sniper rifle, but it counts as one because of the scope.
Oh, you had to.
It's a Master Spectre weapon sheathed in a gift pulse rifle. 17.
Cool.
Oh, and it is equipped with a tungsten 6 mod, so if it's against shields, that's -2.
Oh. Yes, it's against shields.
And since it's a free action, I'm activating Team Shield, so everyone who is wearing armor in the team and has shield generator gains a bonus, which I am stalling for time so I can look up.
Does that activate or not activate shield?
It does not activate on me, but it does activate on them. It's all teammates, including me, but not requiring me. You get increases the shield HP of allies by an amount equal to 2 times the intelligence modifier of the character.
Shit. It's actually a lot.
It depends, because if your intelligence mod is 0, you
Wouldn't it go
get...
off yours?
Oh yeah, no, it's my
Yeah,
intelligence
that's
mod.
what I thought.
Sorry, it's my intelligence mod.
They're not so much.
Because you're the one who's...
So you get 8 points of shield additional.
Oh, the same. Alright.
So the 12 from the class.
Oh, thank fucking that is so much better. Yeah, you get my thing. There you go.
I believe Bruce is the only one who has...
Low game powers no one's seen before.
I'm probably going to spend my turn assembling with the gun and putting the power and everything, because I got to grab it out of the footlocker. I got
So
to
you're
put power.
basically
Getting dressed
stepping
and...
up.
Yeah.
I am spending an extra tech point on the effect of that, so that everyone's shield will occasionally glow with a little holographic face of me on their chest, and it will say "Secure, safe, and secure with low gain."
But you're not located at the moment!
I was like, good thing he doesn't care about cover anymore.
No, I don't. Going loud,
Yeah, speaking of loud,
but it will only say it loud enough for them to hear it, so it's more annoying than anything.
it's time to roll initiative, but it's also time for me to roll to see if local security has noticed there are explosions and gunfire going on.
No.
I don't know that. You're only basing that off of my saying that.
It's in character that I would have thought of that ahead of time. Just can't
Didn't
work out
until I
right.
brought it up.
Yeah, just take advantage of that.
And it's the first new next round. 8.
Why am I even rolling? Why am I rolling dice?
Initiative.
Oh,
Because now we're in a round where your enemy will eventually get to do something.
Potentially,
Nah.
maybe.
Potentially, because he might, yes,
It
he
would
might
be-
have another action
it
taken.
would be more ideal if they did not. Where do I put my initiative? This is a bit confusing. Oh, 7.
6.
8.
It goes 5!
Well, you didn't even start!
22.
There we go! You thought I fucked it! He's right there!
Every week, Brendan.
Radomir speed.
Anti-Radomir speed today.
It's like you're
I
fucking
was say,
eating.
damn it! I was like, I rolled an 18. I might get him to actually go first, and then you're like 22, and I'm like, you bet him by 1, you bastard. So, what's Logan at?
7.
Oh, 7.
7 prostitutes. 7.
I don't know when you've got that job.
Being a prostitute?
No, being the voice of, what was
Yeah,
it?
you can imagine. Prostitute. You're a cover in there.
What is Taylor at?
8.
Oh, wow, okay. Why are the non-Radomir players doing the Radomir speeds?
I know, right?
Tiala's
Rosa?
breasts are slung
6.
her breasts.
Wow, you're even worse.
I rolled a 2.
So did I!
God damn it. Okay, Zalo gets to go first.
I still have 3 grenades in my box of tricks. So, just going to throw at the area around. He's suspended in the air at the moment, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So if I aim at an area, he would have to make a reflex save, but can he?
Remember, Overload works extra good against shields.
No, I don't think you can make a reflex save. It depends what the thing is, but in most cases you can't because
He's being held.
there's nothing. He can do nothing.
He is
to dodge.
literally
He's been,
suspended.
he's been thrown into the air,
And he's
basically.
lost an action, so he can't even do anything like push off the building beside him to try and get away from something.
How far away is he from us if we're roughly in the middle of the ramp?
You're in the middle of the ramp. Okay, he's 10 feet up as well. So he's probably about 40 feet.
Perfect. First, I will overload, because that is within the 60 feet. He will be able to attempt a will save on this, though.
18 was a crit. It's already down.
Will save is
Could you another one?
Slow bullshit.
Or I just...
Neither
Oh,
of
that's
us is
only...
down.
Okay, he's not a... Does he count as a... I guess
Yeah.
that only you will know if he technically counts as a spin, if he's got enough
What the hell is this thing?
inside, or if he's all good.
I remember those.
But it's good to know for future reference.
Yeah.
Say he's not a
singularity.
Do you roll overload?
Yeah, warp
Also
ammo.
just use
the delay.
I think you just use
You
it.
have to still make a what they call a range touch attack with it.
Yeah.
But I think we base it off of int instead of dex.
Cool.
It's a dormant combat.
Because the game system had this obsession with making all range touch attacks dex when you were brings the base character along.
22 for a range touch. Overload.
That makes, yep. And then I have to roll a, what's the DC on the
22.
on the cheeky estimate? For
Yeah.
This is will, isn't it?
It just halves the damage, I think. Oh yeah. If he succeeds, I actually roll a whole different.
Oh no, he failed hard. I only rolled 3.
I get 66. 6. 8. 10. 16.
Wait a minute. Hold off there.
Oh, well, they're at home.
So go through those in order.
No, they'll get it.
It was 6,
Yeah.
2, 2, something, and then 4.
Something.
So 8, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so it must be another 2.
Okay. I just had to check because the shields are getting low on them, so I need
Don't
to
forget
get
to add the bonus against shields, or is that?
It comes in after the thing. Another 5, 25, and then so 31.
Nice.
His shields are gone.
Cool. With my second action, I would like to throw a shrapnel grenade.
This will be
Against his unshielded meat body.
In his area.
and also
So
it's
he
up
would-
in the air. So
so he
this
would
is
make
going to
that.
take some slightly higher DCs because you've got to time it so that your shrapnel grenades
Alright,
goes
alright.
off at the right height, or it'll just drop down.
I'll take that.
What is its blast
Well, if its
radius?
blast radius is also
Yeah.
vertical, then.
Which is.
Oh yeah, it is.
So it should have blast radius 15 feet.
Oh, he's only 5 feet up, so
He's 10 feet up, so it's
10
still.
feet up, sorry, yeah.
In that case, I'll just choose to throw it at the area as opposed to the target. Skirting, because of his situation, skirting the reflex. I need so many more dice. I should have pulled them all out. 4, well after this. 8, 12, 15, 16, 19 plus 32.
Well,
I'd be
dead.
Does he have DR plating? So you
Oh,
rolling each die?
Yeah, how many lots of dice were there? Because he does have
There was 6 more dies.
6.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got to
This time I will pull more dice up.
that.
What?
I'm going to take off 2 for every.
I don't know what this mechanic is. What is this?
Yeah.
DR. So a
reduction.
roll of 2 would do
dice?
no damage because it's damage reduced too.
You didn't have it for shields, but now you're on to needs. He does have it.
That's
Yeah.
right. I've put DR into someone's something. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got DR1.
And so when we get back onto the Sentinel, I am
so, yeah,
finishing
don't
off
do
the
it- don't do
cosmetics
as
of that
much.
armor so we can just spam you into it and you never leave. No sex, no peeing. You pee into the bag in the suit, and we get Crane to. Oh, we can't. No.
We have to get a new crane to.
Ukraine.
New drow.
New drow.
Drow trio.
So this is the long lost junior brother.
I tell you what, if since he's the brother of a character who isn't here anymore, but the GM convenience when low game inevitably dies and then he explodes, I'll make the third Crane brother.
I'm an assassin disguised as a maid.
Yeah, make a sister. I have to play a female character for once because I never do that.
Sweet. It's actually him next. Gets to do. Okay, he doesn't get to do something for the first.
And then it wears off, and he flops to the ground, and then has to spend his last action to get up.
Yep.
Wait, doesn't he flop to the ground after both of his turns?
No, because when lift will wear off, won't he flop to the ground? Or do you land on your...
I think it said he lost his first action.
Yeah,
So
he loses his first action.
but it's not.
So he'd
Lift
still have
doesn't-
an action
yeah.
and is free.
I'm pretty sure lift doesn't wear off until after his.
Yeah,
He
it's
gets
one
an action,
action.
then lift wears off and he falls to the ground. Right? I'm pretty sure that's.
Is that how that goes? Oh, okay.
Remains in the air for one action, losing first action at their next round.
Which is
Oh,
this.
does it say he's only in the air for one?
Yeah, remains in the air for one action.
So half of his turn he spends in the air, then he falls to the
He
ground.
falls to the ground, and then if he wants to get up, that's his other action?
I think that's free.
Or he could use.
Getting up's a
Move.
free action? Isn't that a feat?
Yeah.
Do you get a move action? It's been too long since
No,
I've had to
there's
do...
only 2 actions. Yeah, there's no move action technique.
Yeah, you're thinking of every other game you play.
You know, you can use because a lot of people will use one of the actions to move and then
Yeah.
to do something.
Well, quite often it's like, combat's begun, and your first action is, I get into cover.
Yeah.
Sweet cover.
So he is going to do that. Does. So you guys just see he. So yeah, he falls to the ground, and then you just see a shimmer around him.
Does it look like a shield regeneration power, like shield boost?
Yes.
That's a full round action.
To this.
Let's do character stat.
Improved shield boost.
Oh, he's got a improved shield boost. Right.
Once per encounter, he can spend one action to regenerate. Right. Yeah.
But he's still on the ground, though.
Yes.
We can work with that.
Then it's Tiala next.
He's surrounded by shrapnel, I would point out.
3 grenades.
Yes. Well, I was going to do singularity because I'm not caring about the building at this point.
Place is big enough.
Oh, there goes that chance for a Paragon point.
From this thing,
Caring about the building.
from
It would be a renegade point given everything inside this building.
It's actually a Paragon point because she's causing an evil business empire to expend more of its resources repairing this rather than instituting new atrocities with that money.
Yeah. She's adding stress to safety boss as well. Poor
oh,
Safety boss is not involved. This guy started it.
He walked at us.
Yeah.
But he just wanted to join our group.
Nah. Nah.
He's like, I'm just a big fan.
No.
He blew him the fuck up.
Yep.
so what was it again? It's Parallels Dark Sphere, character, so it drains shields, armor, and biologic powers of the enemy over time. Any character wandering into this gravity well or singularity after it has been created will also be pulled into its orbit. The area affected by this power is duration as well as the time as holds creatures varies depending on rank. Yeah, it's just there's a save, so I'll just do it, and then
why does it need an attack?
It doesn't. You're right. That's what I was actually looking for. So it doesn't need an attack. It just happens.
Let's just go around.
Singularity.
Singularity. That uses powers. So he has to do reflex save. Reflex save, avoid being caught in this power. Fortitude save to negate the power's effect. After being caught in it. So the first thing is to be caught in it, which
So
is...
reflex slave to avoid being caught, and then afterwards they can escape on a fortitude.
Yep. So he's now... Targets that are and have their shields or plating up cannot be... What?
What's the DC he has to get to?
DC equals 10 plus biotic ranks divided by 2 plus wisdom, so...
That's only biotic ranks divided by 2, remember?
Yep.
Bad maths.
Head maths.
Remember, we were first doing it, we were going like 10 plus ranks divided by 2, and we were doing it divided by 2 last, so it sucked and it never worked.
Actually, do I have it written down?
The biotic ranks is surely like 10, the maximum it can be.
It is.
Or 11, sorry, 11 is the maximum it can be. But
DC's 18.
Fortitude
Doesn't make it then, no.
Alright, fuck him up.
Does he make the next roll immediately, or is that just at his next turn?
Next turn.
I have a feeling though that that was your first action, right?
Yes. So this power remains in the following statistics: radius of 5 feet, last 2 actions. Affected creatures fly 5 feet in the air. Yep.
That's a lot closer to the ground than I thought it would be.
Singularity isn't as impressive in this game as it is in the games or the books, where it's even more impressive and it's sucking whole rooms into it. The singularity you get in the video games is a pathetic little fart compared to how they're described in the books.
And the books, they're like ripping a fucking
Even in
space
one where
station apart.
singularity was actually good because
Yeah.
you could just clear a whole room with it because it didn't care about frickin' shields and shit. It was just like, no, everybody just gets sucked into that and starts flopping around.
You have an energy barrier around
Is-
you. That affects gravity how?
He's not a medium-sized creature, though, is he?
Yeah. Everybody's
But-
medium.
I'm
usually.
technically I'm the biggest the medium can
He's
be.
medium, yeah. So he is medium. So that's right.
It's basically Alcor are large and Volus are small. Pretty much everybody else.
Vulture and Bolus. Yeah. Oh no, Vulture are medium, aren't they? Somehow.
I mean, there's like Yaga are also big, but you never
We should
basically
not
come
be
across
ever coming across one of those.
I want to see singularity used on a cluster of bolus.
How do you
And they
think
make
do-
musical notes that are different depending on what kind of block they're on.
How do you think they do the lotto?
This is cruel of humanity.
It's hilarious. Hey,
And the noise of it is just this song.
those ones get paid a lot of money to bounce around inside that thing.
Look, no, I said it go on TV.
Warp.
Wait, doesn't he take shield damage from singularity first? Because it says it tells him shield.
No. Singularity.
Singularly, I don't think does any damage.
It doesn't do any damage.
Until it goes.
Apart from all the shrapnel that is also being
That-
There's
no,
sucked in
characters
it.
being sucked up into it. Yeah.
That's why the warp is the catalyst.
Wouldn't it explode and not let the shrapnel get to him?
No, that's what was the shrapnel's all there, and warp would just.
You
That's
say so.
No, it's the only way it works. Is for it to get in the air, the warp he gets shrapnel by it going everywhere.
I suspect you should have done it on your last action so everyone else could have had a shot at helpless him before you detonated the singularity with warp.
He might just be able to flex out on his turn, though.
the
That's
thing.
it.
Can
We
get out on his next.
we
Well,
know
try to get
that
out.
we know that he can try and get out, and we need to try and get this thing down as much as possible.
So we can steal his loot before we have to leave.
So long as you get his shields down again, because I don't think it actually improves that much. I think you get like 10 or 20 or something back. I'm just going off my numbers.
He gets more than that.
Well, he's got improved,
He's
so
got
I don't know
improved.
that. I get improved shield boost at
He's
some
also,
point.
yeah, he also gets one. Well, it's not much, but he gets one back per round as well.
Remember, we've got to strip his gear off him and steal
Right.
it.
I've got to succeed in a ranged touch attack.
Oh,
Well, you're telling me is I
wait.
should stop
For
throwing
biotics, isn't it
explosives in.
wisdom? So you should actually succeed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we changed biotics to wisdom and biotics to wisdom and biotics to wisdom and biotics to wisdom.